welcome to another Mad Hatter review. I am super excited to review these guys because we are getting into the Mighty Mutanimals, and I have all three of them, so I thought I would do kind of like a threefer, okay? Just a buy one, get two free review video. So we're taking a look at Mr. Man Ray, aka Ray Fillet, pretty much, and then you got Mr. DREADMON right here, and then you got Mr. Jaguar, okay? Look at this. Look at these beautiful toys that we're about to open up here. Okay, so let me just put them back right here. So, if you don't know the story behind these guys, Mighty Mutanimals, Archie Comics, like a superhero team, basically. They had I think like a small run, like a mini comic series run, and then I think they appeared in like other things. And there's a bunch of members, like Leatherhead, Slash is a member of the Mighty Mutanimals, and then you have these three as part of a holothon. I know sometimes there's confusion in terms of like, is he Man Ray? Is he Ray Fillet? As I understand it, Ray Fillet is the toy name for him. Man Ray is the comic book name, or whatever that means, okay? So, but essentially, it's the same character, and out of all three of them, by the way, fun fact, really the only mutant in this bunch, okay? This is a guy who was mutated. I think he's like worked in an aquarium or something like that. A marine biologist, I think.
There's a beached whale. She's dying.
Is anyone here a marine biologist?
And got mutated into a Ray Fillet here. DREADMON, on the other hand, is a dude who, not really mutated, transformed by magic. Okay, so I guess you can call it a mutant, but technically it's not a mutant because mutants require a mutation, mutagen, okay? So you got DREADMON as well. And then Jaguar. Jaguar, another fun fact, he's kind of like a god or a demigod or like kind of like one of those lesser gods. So he's not like mutated at all. He's just who he is. He just rolls that way. So very excited to open these up. So let's just take a look right here at Jaguar. You got the packaging, the Archie Comics packaging. The side, you got the Archie Comics art. And then right here, and then you get all of the nice cross-sell stuff right here. Slash, got to get Slash. I still see Slash in stores, by the way. So if you're looking for Slash, Archie Comics Slash, do not go to eBay. I guess you can't find him. You got to go to eBay. But yeah, so you got Mr. Jaguar there, and then you got Mr. DREADMON. All right, take a look at the beautiful art. And right here, he's all scared, and then all the beautiful pictures back there. And then the biggest one, the big daddy of them all, Man Ray Fillet. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Man Ray. Comes with the little baby turtle right there. And then you get the back, and you get all the cross-sell, and then his little buddy as well. So very excited to open these. Probably was... you know what? I'm going to do a ranking. I'm going to do a holothon ranking once this is all done, my favorite from holothon. And because I was about to say this is one of my favorites, and then I'm realizing that I'm probably going to say this is one of my favorites for every fucking thing that comes down the pipeline. I'm going to do like a ranking, best of holothon, according to me, okay? Which really, I mean, that's the most important thing, my opinion. So that is it. Let's stop talking. Let's start opening, and I'll see you there. All right, we are back. Oh my God. These are beautiful figures, okay? When NECA first announced they were doing the Archie line, I couldn't help but think of the Mighty Mutanimals, and not only did they deliver, but they delivered on time, okay? They delivered it nice and piping hot, gave them a 5-star Yelp review. It's a whole thing. So I am super excited about these. Jaguar, Mr. Man Ray, and DREADMON, okay? Before we get into that, let me just give you the backgrounds right here, okay? So this is the background that came with Ray Fillet, okay? I mean, you know, just some water in the sky, okay? Might use it for something. And then this is the one that showed up for in the back of DREADMON right here, okay? Just some jungle with the big moon back there, baby cooing back there, by the way. You get this right here that came with the Jaguar. So you got his temple, all right? And you got the little ruby eyes up there. He is a god, so this does make sense. And this is cool. It's unique. I like that they all came with their unique inserts, so I just wanted to point that out right there. So yeah, first impressions, I mean, these guys are just so they just pop so well, okay? And they're gonna look so great on the shelf as like a team. I think NECA, just from first sight, knocked these out of the park. The paint on these are so vivid. The sculpt is so cool. We'll get into the articulation. You know, the articulation is probably going to be on par with a lot of what NECA does. I have said this before, but for me, when it comes to an action figure, taking away accessories, it's all about the paint, the sculpt, and the articulation. Okay, I feel to have a good figure, you need to have at least two of those be good. Okay, if you have a really nice paint job and sculpt, the articulation doesn't have to be super great. If you have really great articulation, sometimes you can sacrifice some of the sculpt and some of the paint. I want to try to hit all three of them, but you know, I'll take two. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Man Ray here. Sculpt on this thing is amazing, okay? Looks just like it did in the previews. I love the job they did with the body. He has sort of like that muscular kind of like superhero body. What I do like too is just taking a look at all three of these is they all have different bodies for the most part. I mean, this guy is super kind of buffed out. Jaguar somewhere in the middle, and DREADMON kind of looks just thinner, more svelte, and they have other differences too. But this isn't like a Ninja Turtle thing where they kind of just use the same body. Everybody here is different, which is really cool. But the sculpt on this guy is great. I love his face. Let's take a look at this angry Man Ray face. I'll show you the alternate head. And I'm kind of debating, I don't know which one that I'm going to put on, which usually is a sign of a great figure when I can't make a choice. Paint on this guy is great. I love the blue they used. It's very bluey, okay? For lack of a better term that I just made up. The colors just really pop on this guy. And then, of course, I love just kind of like the animation line paint, just the black lines. They really give this a pop. NECA is really good at that, and this seems like it's right out of the comic. And oh, by the way, this back piece, I don't know what you call that, like a fin. I'm sure it has its own name, but whatever that this manta ray piece, I mean, look at that. He's gonna take up some space, so he's probably like a back guy that you just kind of put in the back. But I do love the job they did in the paint, and these little spots really make it pop. And then you have this tail. The tail actually has to pop on, so I gave it some heat, and has these archy lines everywhere, and these spikes right here. Manta ray, very deadly animal, by the way. Okay, it's you know, R.I.P. Mr. Steve Irwin, okay? I was really pissed off at manta rays after that whole incident. I was like, death to all rays, but, you know, I've kind of changed my tune. I guess we need them in nature. But head goes down about that much, looks up about that much, not a ton. The shoulders are, this one is really stuck for some reason, but the shoulders go up for me about that much. I'm not going to push my luck. And then you get the bicep swivel, you get the shoulder, you get the elbows rather. They go up around this much, and then you have a slew of different hands. I'll show you. This is like a fist that's kind of like tilted a little bit. There is a hinge on here, and obviously it rotates. But I just thought that was kind of interesting. And then you have the chest kind of breaks off right here, and you can kind of move them to the side. And that's the only way because the waist does not move. It's one piece. And I like that they did it that way because, I don't know, I think I don't want like an unsightly seam right here because there's nothing to justify like the seam. I hate that. Like, I like when, if there's a seam, that is an articulation point. I don't like, which is why I hate thigh cuts, okay? And speaking of thighs, goes up around this much, and then, you know, like, why do you need a thigh cut? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe for like a Spider-Man figure, but like, this guy can do so much without a thigh cut that I just don't deem it that necessary. Anyway, there are double knees, but mine are very stuck, okay? Like, I don't want to even push it too much. And anyway, it doesn't really matter that much because this kind of gets stopped there. So really the only thing you can do is this. But I think it could go more than this. Again, I don't want to push it. There is no boot cut, but you do get a nice ballerina right there. And you do get a bit of a rocker. So you could do everything you need to do with this guy. Be careful here on the knees because you see when some of them bend, there is that yellow paint. I think that was probably the base paint that was on here. That's the plastic because it'll expose that. So one thing to be aware of is, yeah, just that unsightly yellow paint. Be careful when moving the knees on this guy. Let's just go through the accessories right here. So you have this head, the alternate Man Ray head. I just like, I just like this smile. I'm debating between this and the other head. I don't know which one I'm going to use to display, but very, very cool alternate head. And you get all of these different hands. Oh my God, it's like Smurf hands right here. You get like these like grabby hands, and this like I'm gonna get you hand, and like I don't know, another I'm gonna get you hand. There's so many different ones. And then this is like, I believe, to hold like, I don't know, like the bottom of the harpoon gun. There's a ton of them, okay? More hands than I've seen in a while. Then you get a harpoon gun, of course. Always love a nice harpoon gun, okay? Every time I get on a boat, I demand one of these, even if it's like a dinner cruise or something. I want to always protect myself with a harpoon gun, especially from deadly rays. And he probably has a trigger. Does he have a trigger? I think this is the hand that's used for that, okay? I don't think he has one where the finger fits completely in that, but that's okay. It's a nice harpoon gun. And you get this guy right here. I believe Bubba was his name. He's like from like, this guy's like from a group of like lobster type people that were in the Archie comics, but he's got a lot of attitude. And if you have the Super 7 figure, he kind of comes with like a little dude too. I don't know if that's technically Bubba, but yeah, always love a little guy pack-in in my action figures. Man Ray actually comes with two pack-ins right here because he has this sea turtle that he comes with, okay? Take a look at his face. Reminds me of the Finding Nemo dude, but check out his kind of like over it face, which which I like. And this is the first, I don't know, the first sea turtle in the line, I think. It fits with sort of his like aquatic nature. Why not? Next up, we got Mr. DREADMON. DREADMON looking really, really cool, really gnarly. I don't know if this guy, I think he's like a wolf or some kind of wolf, but he does look like a hyena a little bit. So who knows? Okay, maybe somebody could tell me what he is, but very unique sculpt, very wild sculpt right here. I like his face. He's got the articulated jaw. I mean, somewhat articulated. Goes about that much. I'll go over that. But he has this wild mane of hair, and I like that it has just the animation lines in there and all that. This kind of like matte black torso piece, and then this like really cool looking like belt. It has this like rope on there, sculpted really, really nice. And then the skirt, I think it's a skirt. Okay, forgive me if I call it a skirt, but and it's got these little cuts in here so you can move the articulation around. But very nice paint job. Very, very cool. Again, they are killing it with the paint, killing it with the sculpt. I think this is as good as a DREADMON as you're going to get. I can't believe we're getting a DREADMON. I can't believe we're getting the Mighty Mutanimals. It's just wild to me. But I just love the coloring on him. I love the spots, and I love his crazy face. Look at his insane DREADMON face, okay? And I also love this earring right here, just the little skulls. So let's just go over articulation real quick. There is no up, okay? It doesn't, I mean, that's as much as you're going to get. He does look down, I mean, somewhat, just not much. You have the jaw, like I mentioned, that articulates. And then you have the head swivels that way. Shoulders go up about that much, okay? You have there is a bicep swivel as well, but it's really, really stuck on mine. Although, yeah, I'm not going to fucking force it. This whole thing is stuck, and I gave it some heat too, but anyway, you got the elbows that go out about that much, and then the rotation and the hinge on there. There is a rotation at the waist, okay? Although, again, mine is so stuck. Thighs that go out about that much. And you do have the double knee. That one works well. And then you have the kind of like Splinter, the kind of back leg or the back knee can bend that way. So it makes standing a little bit tricky, but once you get it all heated up, it should be fine. There is a little bit of a rock, I think, in this piece right here. So that's, I think it's there. Or is it here? It's a little tricky to kind of get this guy flat on his feet. But once you do and find that sweet spot, it'll work. And then you have the tail, and the tail's on a ball joint, and it has like a hinge that can go up like this. I'm going to keep it down because I'm going to try to keep this guy towards the front, and I don't want him taking up room. In terms of DREADMON accessories, okay, you get 4 different hands that he comes with, okay? You get 2 fists right there coming at you, and then you get these grabby werewolf hands right there. Interesting enough, you get this. You get this like eyepiece right here. So if you want, you can pull out this and, well, you know what, let's just do it. It's pretty easy. And pop this in. Demona kind of had the same thing, Demona from Gargoyles. I do like this. This is kind of like an evil, some more evil, sinister head that you can put on him. Maybe that is the way he stays for me. Then you get this little guy, okay, and he comes with Jaguar too. It's like, I don't know, demon worm. Kind of reminds me of like an evil version of the fucking worm from Labyrinth, if anybody saw that movie.
Come inside, meet the missus.
Then you have 2 bananas right here, okay? Always like a nice banana. You have a peeled banana, and then you have a unpeeled banana, I guess. So you can have him eating bananas. He comes with this canister. I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody who remembers the comic a lot more can tell me what this is, but some kind of canister. And you have this plate of like, I don't know, like fruit and entrails and all kinds of like gnarly shit, okay? It reminds me of Toka and Razor. They come with that plate of meat and kind of has the same sort of vibe right there. But yeah, you got all your vitamins, the grapes and the bananas and pears and apples, and you get a bunch of intestines, okay? That's a breakfast of champions. That's kind of how I start my day too. And then you get this. I thought this one was interesting, although I don't really know the relevance. I can guess, but it's basically like an unmarked gravestone, okay? I mean, you can kind of just place it down. Maybe this is because, spoiler alert, they do kill off the mighty Mutanimals, I believe, in the comics. So maybe this is the grave. I don't know. They're in an unmarked grave, but you get this interesting accessory. I kind of want to like put this next to like a Batman figure, but yeah, pretty cool. And then you get Mr. Jaguar here. This guy's looking great. He's looking hot, okay? And I love the paint scheme on all of these, okay? I don't have any notes on the paint, and the sculpt is obviously amazing too. I didn't mention this on the DREADMON, but they all have this really nice fur in the sculpt, which I always appreciate. And yeah, I just love this muted sort of paint. It's not too not very shiny, and love the paint work on the spots right here. I love these leaves that they have all around them because they have a lot of detail. If you actually look at them closely, it's not just the black lines in the middle. You can see just the outline of the different leaves, and they're all different, okay? This is, or slightly different. It's not just like a reuse on the same one. So the detail is much appreciated. And then same thing right here, and yeah, just on the wrist. So very nice job. Love his face, although, and again, I'm debating which face I'm going to use because this guy actually comes with an alternate head, and this head just looks it just looks so good. It's right out of the comics. I might be going with the fierce look, but yeah, Mr. Jaguar here. Let's just go over articulation right here. So looks up really well, and looks down well as well, and and then he can kind of like swivel his head that way. The shoulders go up about this much. There is a bicep swivel. There is a single elbow right there. Again, it's so stuck. I gotta hit it with some more heat or something, but can go more than this, but it's like not much more. You get the wrist rotation right here. You get the hinge on the wrist, swivel right here in the torso. Okay, it rocks a little bit. Okay, but this is probably the one that articulates the most. The other two are a little more stiff, but you can get something out of it. And then there is no waist, so this is the swivel point pretty much on the chest. You get this much out of the thighs because there is no there's no real cut. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap there, but it's not enough to kind of put the thighs to spread the thighs into a complete split, but it's good enough. You get the double knee, but again, mine is so stuck. God damn it. You do get a rock right here, and then a ballerina that much, and you can go that way. And then you do have a tail, and the tail has a hinge right here, and you can bend the plastic, so that's really cool. I like that. I mean, you could bend it. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's not like one bend point. You can go crazy right there. So yeah, really, really well done. In terms of accessories, let's go over this. So this head right here is really cool. I actually think this might be the head because he looks pretty intimidating, and check that out. The jaw articulates, opens up, and the more I'm looking at it, the more I like it more than this head over here. Although this one is cool too, but I think I'm going to be going with this one. And you get a nice little campfire. You can tell some ghost stories right there, okay? Always love a good campfire. By the way, the second TMNT campfire that we've gotten, I think second, because Splinter, Spear to Splinter, also came with a campfire. So you get that. Let's go over hands real quick. So you get a bunch of these. It's a bunch of variations of these kind of like gotcha sort of saber-tooth hands, and then some grabby hands right there. He also comes with a devil worm right here. Okay, so you can kind of pair him up with the other guy. He also comes with a bowl of fruit that's not as gnarly as DREADMON's. Okay, DREADMON's all about like intestines and shit. Jaguar eats a little cleaner, and you just get straight up fruit. You get your pineapples, you get your oranges, your apples, all your fucking vitamins in there, and you start off the day. Then you get this this fish that is skewered by this stick right here. Okay, this spear right inside the fish. I really, really love that. Okay, little known fact. That's how the Mad Hatter goes fishing, okay? You invite me fishing and you try to give me a pole, I don't even take it, okay? I only fish with spears, and yeah, that's a little known fact about me. But Jaguar is the same way. He's got this purple fish. I don't know where you get a purple fish, but it's a really cool accessory, and my first fish on a spear accessory. Finally, you get this cute little baby Jaguar. I mean, I think it's Jaguar, and he's all swaddled up. He looks adorable, okay? And I think he might be in my display hanging out with the baby turtles. Maybe they're babysitting him, taking care of him, okay? I don't care if it's canon or not, okay? Another little known fact, I don't care much about canon, okay? The only cannons I care about are the ones on the side of my ship when I'm blowing other ships out of the water, okay? So this guy's going with the baby turtles for sure. And here's the Mighty Mutanimals next to Raphael. Looks like he brought the pizza, and they're all gonna have a good old time here. Because we got to do it, because he is part of the Mighty Mutanimals. There is the Archie comic slash, okay? And look how these guys just look good together, okay? I can't wait for the other ones. Wingnut, part of that group. Leatherhead, part of that group. All of these guys, I'm going to put them in a nice, big old fucking team display. And this guy, he looks great, okay? First Archie comics figure right here. Looks phenomenal with the rest. Okay, and because I got to do it, because we got to compare, these guys are like brothers. The Ray Fillet, okay, from Super 7 with the Man Ray from Archie Comics, NECA Archie Comics. In terms of which one I like more, oh man, I don't know. I mean, the Man Ray is like the shiny new thing that I got, so I feel like I'm more excited about him. But I do really like that Super 7 Ray Fillet. It's a tough one, okay? I think if I had to decide right now, I'd give Man Ray the edge, but this Super 7 figure is really nice as well. But I did just want to compare them together because this guy's a behemoth. All right, so what did we learn? We learned that NECA makes some great figures. We learned that the Mighty Mutanimals are back, okay? Back in a big way. We learned that, you know, I go fishing with a spear. I think we learned a lot of things. Most of all, we learned that action figures are fun, and we love to review them, okay? Or at least I do. But anyway, so this was part of Holothon, and you cannot get this online, I don't think anymore, but I'm sure you'll be able to find it in Target, okay? Although they have been selling pretty well. I mean, I'm actually surprised that these actually sold out online at Target. I think last year it took a really long time before all the NECA drops sold out. So these things probably are hotter than we think, and that's always a good thing, okay? I mean, it's frustrating to get sometimes, but I do like that people are still picking up the line. People are interested in the line, and as long as we can keep that interest going, that would be great, because lots of action figure companies just taking a beating nowadays. So it's good to know that there is love for this. So that's it. That's all I got. Let me know what you guys think about the Mighty Mutanimals, Mr. Man Ray, Mr. Jaguar, Mr. DREADMON. And are you getting them? Did you get them already? Is this old news to you, this video? If it is, I did my best. All right. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Give me your comments. Give me your likes. Give me your subscribes. Tell your friends. Tell your cousins. Tell your grandma. Subscribe to the Mad Hatter channel. Join the Patreon. Support this channel. Keep me on life support. Don't pull the plug. That is all I got. Bye-bye.